Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is your November horoscope for 2021. And just to recap, this is the year of the ancestor. Everybody's listening to their own universal beat. They walked through the birch trees and started on their spiritual path, and they're dedicated to what they're going for this year. I'm not going to go over all the cards for this year because we're almost done. And last month in October was about the Three of Stones and creativity. And looking at just the last couple months, you had some generosity in September, and there was rebirth in August. So you were reborn, and you had a generous spirit in September. And maybe that generosity has allowed you to be creative in your finances. Maybe it's allowed you to be creative in your stability, in your security, and how you look at things. Okay, managing things differently. All right. Now, the good thing I liked about this card, for October, is you got your hand on the horse, which is helping you move forward, as well as keeping both feet in the ground. Now, this could be slow moving energy too, because she's got her hand on the bull. All right, and maybe what you're doing in October is you're setting yourself up for November. So let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for the theme for this month of November. The theme for you this month, Gemini, is that Ace of Vessels in the waters of life. Now, aces are all about new beginnings, new opportunities. And the waters of life is, has to do with emotions, okay, psychic energy. So here you're being creative with stuff last month, and now it's opening you up. It's saying, you know what, I need to have a different emotional perspective of how things are going to transpire in the month of November. You may have some new emotions coming out of some of that creative endeavors that you had for last month. But the good thing is the water's flowing. Okay, so Spirit's moving you. Okay, Spirit's moving you in a direction that is going to be able to provide sustenance. All right, to others, like this deer. Okay, or that swan. That's sitting in there. You got the swan, which is the Queen of Arrows sitting there. Okay, and that Queen of Arrows, she likes to move from pond to pond. So maybe there's opportunity here in this Ace of Vessels to shift your emotions to say, what, this is working well for me. Let's try this in a different atmosphere, right? Looking at new opportunities to enlighten you, looking at new opportunities to give you that joy and that happiness. All right, the positive aspects of what the vessels are. An opportunity to listen to Spirit, listen to your intuition. Okay, but definitely keeping your thirst quenched throughout the month as you're moving forward because of this new opportunity. So let's see what the rest of the month. That's the theme of the month. Let's see what the first week has for you, Gemini. Now, first week is going to be represented by the King of Stones. Now, the thing I like about the King of Stones, kings like to know everything about their kingdom, right? They know what's going on in the different villages. The wolf is very protective of its pack. The stones have to do with security, stability, materialism. All right, now this king gives you the opportunity to look at everything as a whole. Okay, not just the money that you have in your bank, but your house, your friends, your relationships. Okay, the stuff that you have. Okay, that are important to you. Taking on that kingly aspect of managing an estate, managing, being an executor, okay, of somebody's stuff, okay, of managing your own finances to where you're successful. Okay, now this king is howling at the moon, and that's a full moon, so you got the new moon coming out during that first week of November. Okay, and new moons also offer opportunities of new opportunities. So this king of vessels, or king of stones, I should say, he's asking you the question is, where is life offering you its riches? Maybe this is an opportunity to kick back and say, you know what? I am rich in these areas. How can I use that? I shouldn't say use that, but where can I benefit in a change of attitude to provide more stability and security for myself? Looking at things differently, and how that can change your own emotional attitude and moving forward. And that could, and that leads into the second question of, where do you need to provide support? If here you've got this waters of life as the theme, where do you need to provide support to your family? Internal and external, right? How about your friends? Where do you need to provide support for your coworkers? Okay, your company, things of that nature. That's kind of what the king of stones is talking about. Let's see what happens here for you, Gemini, in that second week. That second week is represented by the Knight of Bows and the Fox. So you got a couple court cards here for this month. To me, knights are fighters and tacticians. They also like to start, they're starting a quest. Bows is all about fire energy and creative energy. And, this fox, the way I like to explain him is he's very shifty. His coat will change during the seasons. You always think of, foxes and the fox chases in England, all right, where they send the dogs out for him. And, sometimes the dogs get him and sometimes they don't. All right, so he's very wily, very smart, very creative, very sneaky, okay, and very quick, very agile. All right, and you're going to have this type of aspect in the second week of November. Now, the fox asks you is, what opportunity are you seizing in this situation? Okay, so the first week was looking at where your riches are, where you need to provide support during that Ace of Vessels, waters of life. So, what opportunity are you seizing in this situation with the Ace of Vessels this month? Is it an opportunity of emotional gratitude? Is it an opportunity of happiness? Okay. Is it an opportunity of generosity or thankfulness? Okay. And it's just not with yourself, but with others. Okay. Looking at, maybe negotiating things for somebody else. Okay. And helping out with that waters of life. Looking at that new opportunity that's coming at you that gives you a better emotional discipline as you're heading into the new year for 2022. Now the other thing that this fox will ask you is, what details are you ignoring? And you know what those details are from whatever opportunity is standing out there with that king of stones, okay, and this Ace of Vessels. Whatever opportunity is out there, what details are you ignoring? That's where your intuition takes over. The wiliness, okay? But you have to be quick, like the fox, and understand that, those details, if you're quick to them, you're not really ignoring them, you're addressing them in a timely fashion, all right? You have to have some action to go along with that. And that's what that Knight of Bows, that fox, talks about with that Ace of Vessels, that waters of life. is being quick and creative to make sure that you stay happy, all right, and emotionally satisfied this month. And the third card that just come out, it fell, was the Ten of Arrows in instruction. Tens are completion. To me, the instruction card is you are either teaching somebody a craft or you're learning a new craft. Now, I kind of like that for you, that as you're heading into the end of the year, that there's going to be an opportunity for you to teach as well as to learn something new. So maybe somebody's taking over something for you. You're finding this out in the third week in November, that you're taking on more of a leadership role. This is an opportunity for you to grow and expand. I'm talking about a work situation, but if you think about a family situation, taking a leadership role in a family situation, like I did with my mom, spending time with her, all right, before she passed, all right, and, gleaning some of the knowledge that she had, before she moved on. It's tough, Gemini, when you go through that, all right? But, if you take on that role where you work with them, your parents, or, if you're executor of, brother or sister, whatever, other family situations, are able to provide that advice for others, that, you're able to, to help out, all right? To be emotionally satisfied with what's going on, okay? That Ace of Vessels can be looked at, through this instruction phase of just saying, what? I need to take a leadership role in this. I need to make sure that processes and everything are being followed correctly, whether that's at home or at work, okay? And you're always going to be learning in this instruction phase, okay? Learning new things that are going on. And as long as you remain balanced and keep that emotional fortitude, that emotional discipline going, all right, that instruction, okay, is going to help you in that leadership ability as you're moving forward. And that, that's all with those new opportunities that's coming out, from what are you seizing, right? That's what the Fox is asking you. The week prior to that, the King of Stones is, where's your, life offering you its riches? It's telling me that you've got some, your riches are in your talents. Your riches are in your leadership. Your riches are the ability to stay emotionally connected to what's happening. Okay? And let's see what the last week of the month has for you, Gemini. That last week is going to be represented by the Five of Vessels in ecstasy, which is, that's great because that's at Thanksgiving time. It's going to allow you the opportunity of, what I like about this card is, they're dancing, right? In that pentagram, they're one with spirit. Five's halfway points in the vessels. The Four of Vessels was boredom. The Six of Vessels is, it's reunion. Okay, so you're going from the boredom to the reunion, and what I like about this is, she's dancing under, she's letting herself be free, dancing underneath the stars, just enjoying life. All right, not to be, to take on that ecstasy of drugs and alcohol, and not being in control, but just being in control of who you are. All right, being in control during that Thanksgiving week of, letting your emotions run free, being happy, being joyful, being grateful for what you do have, for the life riches that were shown you at the beginning of the month, okay, for the opportunity that you're seizing, it like that fox in the second week of the month. And then, possibly learning about, new opportunities where, you can teach somebody your craft and learn something else along the line. The Ace of Vessels is the theme for the month, and with the Five of Vessels closing it off in that last week, it's you've learned something about yourself, and you're saying to yourself that, Gemini, I've got these great opportunities that, if I can remain positive and moving forward and having this feeling of, elation and joy and happiness, and you're dancing it all out in this last week of November, heading into the Christmas season. And that's great, because that just opens you up to have a great December. And then, having a nice December leads you into 2022, which is a new opportunity. So look for those new opportunities this month, okay? Especially when it comes to your emotions. If you can be emotionally connected and just grounded and be aware of what's going on, you're going to really enjoy this month, Gemini. So there you have it. That's the card for the month for you, Ace of Vessels and the Waters of Life. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D for Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you in December. All right, Gemini, take care. God bless, and stay safe.